Hello, folks. Sorry to hear that there's another person gunned down by the Hamilton police. Um, and I actually was going by the scene this morning, so it just illustrates quite clearly how the media is hand in hand with the police in Hamilton. Of course, I offered to give my views on their usual use of lethal violent force, but they certainly were not interested. The Nick commentator from C.H.C.H. certainly wasn't. He was busy putting his microphone away, and Suzanne Claremont wasn't interested either. So it just goes to show you that the news that you're getting is certainly not all of what's happening, and there is a real love of the police, a real favorable view of the police with the media in Hamilton. So we've got the media, we've got the city hall, the politicians and the police board. They just work together so nicely. And don't forget the S.I.U. So as I was talking to these people and actually walking away, and in a very orderly fashion, I might add, with my dog, an officer approached, and I just pointed at the S.I.U. van and said, "Well, that those are your friends there," and they are their friends. No matter what happens, the police are exonerated in Hamilton by the S.I.U. Doesn't matter what the circumstances are. I don't really know the circumstances of today's, but I'd be very doubtful about the facts. Again, we're getting into million-dollar lawyers, police unions, the police chief, and everything. Everybody's going to step up to the plate to defend the police. And I think today there's something like two witness officers, but let me tell you, a witness officer is just a police officer, and they are going to know their rights as well in this case and in all of the other ones. So it's just going to go on and on and on until you want to do something about it. I mean, it's just going to be okay that they gun people down. And now I don't know where they shot this person, but the last ones, I mean, I can't even keep up with them. I know Tony Divers was out in the street. I'm just trying to tell you, don't trust your media and don't trust your politicians. I'd like to see if there was a lapel camera that caught the action of this deal, and I think that it's time that the public stands up and for these things, no matter what the circumstances. The police are a real violent bunch of individuals in Hamilton, Ontario, and I'm forming the Hamilton Coalition against police brutality and violence, because it's just gone too far. I mean, I'm going to be so glad to get out of this town, and it's going to be soon, officers, so don't worry about it. I'll be leaving, and I'll be somewhere else. But in the meantime, the beat goes on with these killings, and I really don't even look at what's actually written in the media anymore. It's amazing how much the media support lethal force by the police. It's only if a police officer has done something that is, like he's stealing or some sexual thing or whatever, that the spectator will go against them. And, I did mention this Nick guy did ask me about the inquest. And, of course, these inquests, the coroners, are always working with the police. They're pretty favorable to the cops. And, they do make the victim look real bad, and they do make the police look really good. And there's a lot of evidence that are presented at these inquests that could never be presented at a legal trial. So just keep that in mind when you get these details and who you're getting it from, because some of the S.I.U., I know they've tried to fool around with the numbers, but some of them are ex-police officers. So, you got that fox guarding the chicken house for a long time. I think there's going to be some eggs and chickens missing. So watch for my association. I'm going to be announcing it and figuring it out, and I'm happy to have anybody join. take care. And my condolences to the person that just lost her life. So we've gone past another boundary. With Tony Divers, it was out in the middle of an evening with people enjoying themselves at the cafes and the bars, and now it's a woman. So there you go, folks. It's just going to go on and on and on. That's who they are, and that's what they love to do, and that's kill.